Parimutuel. $2 on the fixed as they're going to the back straight for the Rules Club pace, the last of the night. Been a good night, it'll get chilly now, and the runners in the last. Life on Top of the World in gate 4. Billy Trembath is the steerer. As the mobile's about to let them loose, we are rocking and rolling. Green light twinkles. Life on Top of the World is the favourite and the first one out of the arm, and bustling Billy Trembath is trying to find the marker line in front. Davy Druitt doesn't want to concede it to him, but has to, as Mr. Matty takes the sit leaders back early. They're being followed away by Hayden Hunter, who's going to balance up on the outside as they run to the first corner. And when they'd settled down, Portini is next, holding fourth posse. In behind those, Last Shuffle was on an early forward assignment for Bruce Harpley. This horse was well backed here first up and broke, and his trial since, and now he's going forward 3 and 4 wide. Over on the inside then you've got Overtaking Lane, as Last Shuffle was able to get smother on the back of Portini. They're being followed by Always Under Fire, and the lead time is 41 at 8. Behind Always Under Fire raced Zulu Sue from Mr. Fix-It, and So I Can was last of all. The last favourite is the leader, as Billy Trembath pilots a course around the bottom corner, and he sets out to the back straight and back to whence the journey began, with favourite Life on Top of the World. Mr. Matty is pulling feverishly, and he's come from the leader's back to go up and annoy him, and I think Billy's going to let him go. No sense in fighting him, so Mr. Matty takes it up now from Life on Top of the World. Third is Hayden Hunter on the inside. It was being followed forward by Portini, and they look to roll along. Overtaking Lane for Liam Armstrong is next on the inside, holding fifth from Last Shuffle. Further back was Always Under Fire from Zulu Sue, Mr. Fix-It, and So I Can was last of all, as they run 31 and 4 to open up the first quarter of the last mile in the last of the night out of Wagga Wagga. Mr. Matty is pulling his weight clear in front by 4 metres. Life on Top of the World sits his back. He'll probably leave the marker line shortly. Trembath not wishing to be pocketed. Second split 30 and 5, 61.9 the half as they run the bottom bend, and for the last time they circumnavigate that corner and head to the railway side on the run for home and the money in the final event. Mr. Matty the leader. Life on Top of the World about to peel from his back. They're being followed by Portini. The next pacer then right around the outside. Going forward behind those then was Mr. Fix-It. Just in front of him was Hayden Hunter, and then Overtaking Lane. Last Shuffle can't come forward. Well back was So I Can, Zulu Sue, and also Always Under Fire. They've gone to the top corner, and the first pair have broken away again. Life on Top of the World has got away from Mr. Matty, who's fighting. Mr. Fix-It still coming, but Life on Top of the World, Life on Top of the World led into the lane. Mr. Matty was second. On the outside, Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Matty's coming out after Life on Top of the World. Life on Top of the World's there. Mr. Matty's trying to pick him up. Life on Top of the World's just in front. Got in. Favourites home. Life on Top of the World. He's won it narrowly from, I think, Mr. Fix-It second and Mr. Matty third. Then Zulu Sue followed in further back in the fight by Overtaking Lane, Always Under Fire, Portini, So I Can. Well back in the field then was Hayden Hunter, and Last Shuffle didn't do much in the run tonight and has failed to beat one home.